Hey, hi everyone. Good morning. So, guys, as part of this session, I'm going to give you a brief overview on this particular AI. So, guys, majority of the people are in an impression that the AI does everything for us, or in another terms, I can say that whatever I'm doing, AI gonna replace my job. Hence, my job is gonna be in a bit risk, right? To understand this particular concept in a better way, let me pick a small example related to this Gary Kasparov. Okay, he is a Russian chess grandmaster, and he has identified an advanced chess, basically a game, basically. So let us deep dive a quick story behind that particular one. Okay, so the deep blue, basically the IBM machines. Okay, there was a matches, chess matches conducted between this particular Gary and as well as this IBM Deep Blue in around 1996. So a machine and as well as a human chess matches were conducted in 1996. The first match he won that particular match, whereas in 1997 a rematch was conducted where Gary lost his match. Okay, after the loss, so he understood that instead of competing with that particular machine, he understood that okay, so this machine has a lot of knowledge. So and I do have some extensive knowledge. If we both work together, then we are going to make an excellent output. There comes this advanced chess concept. So with that example, what we have identified is a human along with a machine is gonna make a deadly combination. Right, guys? A human with a machine is gonna make a deadly combination. Okay, perfectly all right. So, this is one example. Let me give you another small example. So, consider that as part of the current trends, right? We have developed an AI bot. And we are working on a banking application, and consider that we are on a specific form, which is a registration form. On that registration form, there were about 35 fields that the form is accepting. And of course, there are only 10 fields that our user is filling, and remaining 20 fields are not filling. So, what I ask my AI out over here is go and delete these 20 fields which are not using in the user registration form from the database. As and when I asked it, so my didn't check it, my AI didn't check it, it directly deleted all the 20 fields. But in this particular form, those fields are not having any impact. But in the other sections, these fields are having a huge impact, because of which there is a application downtime. There is a possibility of a application downtime, with which we can say that we can't 100% rely on that particular AI. Okay, so the ultimate point out over here is a human along with the AI, which we can treat it as a human in a loop. So we are asking AI to perform certain actions, and we can just drill it down. And if you have some knowledge on that, and if it are confirming that particular AI, and it's gonna perform further actions, so that the AI will be much more accurate. Okay, so as for the current market, right, we can't 100% rely on an AI. So basically, you may give a scenario to an AI, you may ask it to generate a manual test cases. After generating the manual test cases, you should walk through into that. You need to review into that particular AI test cases, and you can analyze whether this is valid or not. You have to do that. So AI is doing that particular work, and you as a human intelligence needs to add to that particular AI to get an accurate output. Consider this example. As per the current market, what exactly we can say is utilizing AI in our day to day lives, or whether it is a development activity, whether it is a testing activity, will reduce the effort whatever we are keeping on a particular chunk. So, consider that I was supposed to write down a logic which takes around 2 days of time. With this particular AI, I was able to achieve that particular activity in a 2 hours or a 4 hours of time. That saves a lot of my time out over there. The efficiency is being increasing, and of course the burden on the resource is cutting down. So immediately a question that comes in our mind, Surendra. So with that note, that as of now the five developers are performing the actions or works, so probably with the AI this may come down to one or two resources. So that may occur at this particular point. So there is a scope for everyone to learn and to master this particular AI, guys. Okay. So consider a small example in this case to understand the AI, how we need to work on this particular AI, guys. Okay. So consider a chat GPT. So guys, I have discussed about a human in a loop, and I was talking about a chat GPT and a models, all those things. I was just talking about certain terminologies right now, but in detail about all these concepts we are going to study in the next sessions. Okay, so that's fine. So here what I am asking a question to my a prompt to my chat GPT is, explain the advantages of a postman over soap UI. So my question itself is stating that with my question itself, I decided to go with a postman. I want why postman is far better than soap UI. So we are not asking AI to give the comparisons between these two. We are asking just AI to prove postman is the best tool when compared to that of soap UI. So automatically, whatever the question that you have asked, your AI will be responding in that particular way. So the response from the ChatGPT will list down all the various advantages of a postman when compared to that of a SOAP UI. Instead, if I would have defined my query in such a way that, okay, compare the differences between a postman and as well as a SOAP UI from a developer perspective. So I'm a developer, consider that you are a developer, and give out the comparisons between the postman and SOAP UI. This time it will list down all the comparisons between this postman and as well as, okay, it will list down all the chunks related to this stuff. Okay, the comparisons, everything will be listed down. So one key thing that we need to consider out over here is all the AI systems are depending on the inputs that we are giving itself. If at all you are giving an accurate input, the output is going to be much more accurate. If at all you are not giving an accurate input, definitely the output, whatever you are getting from the AI system, isn't it accurate? Okay, so another small example that I can say out over here is in the upcoming sessions on this particular AI. So I'm a tester, but without having 0% knowledge on a coding, I'm gonna build certain applications here. Okay, so what it's happened out over there is today, without having any background, I'm able to build those applications. But if at all I'm executing it, if at all I'm encountering it, the AI is going to help me out. But without having a knowledge, I'm developing the application is a positive sign. But the negative sign, if you can consider it, is, we are 100% relying on a AI in that particular situation. I don't have any Dev background, but still I have developed a particular website and I have committed it. And in future, if any failures are there, I don't have any control towards that. If something got a fail, I don't have any 1% control on that. I need to 100% rely on that particular AI. Rather, I am a tester. If I am using this AI in my day-to-day testing activities, right, generating a manual test cases, right, generating an automation test cases, after that I do have an option to review my work, and I do have a full control on that particular system, so that in future if something got a went wrong, I can correct it, I can update it. So that's the thing that we need. So immediately another question that comes in our mind, Surendra, if we don't have a control on that, why you are gonna generate those applications? See, that's the features that we have on an AI. So we are gonna utilize those features and we are gonna build that particular applications. Okay, perfect. Another small chunk out over here is, as per the predictions, for the next few years, consider for about 4 to 5 years, you may find a AI agents for every task that we are, okay, that we are performing right now. And people may think that AI does has an impact on a software industry itself. It's not only on a software, healthcare, any other industry does has an impact on this particular AI. The only thing that we can do here is, rather than sitting in a comfort zone, we just need to step out, learn, adopt, implement this AI, and get hands on this particular AI. Okay, perfectly all right. See you again in the next session. Thank you.